we'll see how to create shift rosters and how to import shift rosters in Smart Office application. Okay, and also we'll see why do we need to create shift rosters. Shift rosters are made weekly or monthly, which helps in assigning shifts, and these are useful for those employees who work on rotational based and also as well as fixed shifts. Okay, then let's see how to create the shift roster. To create shift roster, go to attendance, classified master and shift roster. Here you can add the shift roster. In shift roster, you can give the rotation name and begin date. Begin date in the sense from which date it should be applicable and till what date it should be applicable. Okay. Then we can define the weekly roster. In weekly roster, you can define the shifts for each week. Okay, it means every Monday which shift should be applicable and every Tuesday which shift should be applicable. In the same way you can define for all the 7 days. Here in shift roster we can define only if the shifts are fixed. If they are going to change on everyday basis, then don't create the shift roster. And monthly roster. If you want to create monthly roster, then you need to give the shifts on each date. It will be applicable for every month. Just you need to select the shift and save it. And here you can create a recursive shift. Recursive shift in the sense a shift that automatically repeats after a fixed number of days or it may be months. If you want monthly shift interval basis, then you can select the monthly shift interval basis option. And here you can define the shifts. Shift rosters can also be defined for weekly off purpose. If there are different shift or different weekly offs for each of the employee, then you can create the shift roster and you can assign those shift rosters to employees. Now let's see how to assign those shift rosters to employees. Now go to the employees. Here under employees, select the employee to whom you want to assign the shift roster. Here you can define or assign the shift roster to an employee. Okay, and save it. This is how to assign and create the shift roster. Now if you want to assign or import the shift roster in bulk, then go to import or export and then employee shift. Here you can download the file format. Here there will be different file format for each of the month. If you are going to import for October month, then you can select the particular month and download the file format. Here is the employee shift roster file format where you need to fill the employee details and also the shift details. Here you need to mention the shift code, not the shift name, and shift code must be already available in the application. You should not give the new shift code to import. Okay. Next, here you can define the even weekly offs and also the shifts. If there are different shifts for each of the days, then you can import through the sheet. And you should not remove any of the dates in this sheet. The calendar which was available in the file format, that must and should be available while importing. You should not remove any of the date. Then save the details and import the sheet. Once the sheet got imported, you can check those details. To check the employee shift roster, you can go to the register, employee shift register, and filter the employee code. Here you can see the employee details with shift which we have imported. Okay, this will be according to the calendar month itself. Now let's see that how to import the shift roster in bulk. And if you want to update particular employee shift for particular dates, then you need to go to the employee shift in the register window itself. In the register window, employee shift. Here if you want to assign particular shift for particular employee, then go to the assign employee shift, select the shift. Also you can select the weekly off if you want to define weekly off for particular employee or particular date. Select the shift and select the date on which date you want to assign the shift. And also you can select the from date and to date, from which date to which date it should be applicable. Okay, then allot the employee shift. This is how to assign the particular shift for particular employee. These details are also available in the employee shift itself. You can filter it and check. This is how to create shift rosters and how to update employee shifts and how to import the shift rosters in bulk. Thank you.